Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Clap your hands, everybody, if you got what it takes. Hey, give me my phone. Go grab my phone for me. Oh, never mind, I got it. It was up under my junk. My phone was under my junk. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a dime. Party, ooh, my bacon smelling fine. Going on with y'all? I'm getting everything in order a little bit. Friday always be a hectic day. It's a nice day today though. Nice day outside. You know. Get some of these discussions open to the people. You know. They be doing me crazy, bro. Okay, there we go. Alright, I'm just making sure, cause YouTube, man, y'all know y'all get unusual, boy.
Which way is your mouse?
YouTube? Shit. I need to figure it out. God. Yeah. I'm over here, man. I'm trying to do like 2-3 things at once. You know. I'm having a life day today. Hey, I hate when people say that shit. They be like they having a day. They don't be like they having a good day, a bad day. They just be like they having a day. That shit crazy. And then so I'm posting this. Let me see. I'm gonna post this up on my YouTube. It's probably gonna show dynamic though. The thumbnail probably gonna be dynamic, hopefully. I mean, I'm posting it on my Facebook. You dig. How y'all doing though? Y'all playing that 2K? What y'all think about that 2K so far, man? We've been playing that shit all morning. That shit is fun, dude. Let me see. I know I wasn't at my 2-minute mark yet, and I'm like letting it fly. Oh, I was past 2 minutes. Hell yeah, good going. Hell yeah. What y'all think about that 2K? That shit cold, ain't it? On what? I like it. But like I said, man, my girlfriend, dude, they gave me I guess maybe I ain't want a basketball player girlfriend. I wanted a rapper girlfriend. Shit, I want a girl who got a BBL. No, I'm just talking shit. But, let me see. Cause you was worse, dude. I can hit it in the morning. Right on. Nobody see when is white people allowed to sing Usher, y'all? I don't think we allowing them to sing Usher this year. They gotta stick to what, Harry Styles? You don't know who Harry Styles is?
No.
Oh my God. Got her. Tell y'all we got her. Her white roots been ripped. The grinder.
Yeah.
Man, use your fingertips, man. Talking about where's the grinder, America?
Which way is your mouse?
Jesus. Where's the grinder? No, I'm just talking shit. Yeah, now we gonna get into some of these topics, man. This some bogus stuff, man. Black lady, she got arrested for no reason. I'm talking about, it's crazy. I'm gonna let y'all see the story. Shout out to Rashad Ritchie, man. Y'all gotta watch Indisputable with Rashad Ritchie. Always good stuff on there. He always got some good topics. And it's good. It's always something relevant. And I don't know how he come up with his topics, because Rashad Ritchie, he has so much stuff on there from day to day. It'll make you think like, damn, is this really where we live at? Like, is this really was gonna be crazy stuff? But no, I'm gonna tell you about the pregnant lady that got put in jail on an aggravated charge while she was pregnant. The police put her in jail she was an activist. She was just at a rally And her charges actually got dropped. Like she got some nothing charges, but they chose to aggravate her charges, which can carry minimums of up to 10 years. And so they basically used the aggravation clause wrongly to, even though her charge wasn't even close to being that long, they used the aggravation charge to give her half of her total sentence. Though it's crazy. I'm gonna let him explain it a little bit better. That's bogus. Then we got Queen Elizabeth. You know, she done passed away. You know, standard R.I.P. to the Queen. You know, 2-gun salute. But you know, I got my opinions on that, and I mean, I don't really know how much y'all know about Queen Elizabeth. But I don't know, man. I mean, you know, she was 96 years old, and it might have just been her time to go, like, you know, when it's everybody's time to go. But as far as like celebrating her and all that, I don't know, man. She got a little backstory. Her family, the royal family, got a little backstory, man. I'm gonna let y'all see that too. Make y'all own judgment for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like to see what I like to do. Where I like to let y'all see stuff is because I don't want y'all to think I'm just like one of them people like that'll tell somebody like a Charleston White that just try to sound good and just make something up. Yeah, see, because black man don't know nothing about the internet. Yeah. Black man ain't never been on the internet. Yeah, see, what we really on, that's Charleston White. You know, y'all talking about black people, talking like he's speaking for all black people and all that. So when I say some stuff, man, I want y'all to feel well informed, right? And I want y'all to, I give y'all, if I can, I will show y'all what I seen so you can make your own judgment for it. So we gonna look into the Queen Elizabeth thing, but we actually gonna look back into the royal family as a whole. And then after that, you know, we gonna get into what everybody doing right now. What is everybody doing right now? What's the memes right now? What is, and pretty much we gonna say on a cultural level, right? Like, what is everybody? What's that? The one thing, like, you know, how everybody go see a movie, how everybody go, you know, it's this thing that came out. This, you heard about that, this, that, and the third, like whatever. The one thing that everybody is doing right now, playing 2K23. Yeah, it is. 2K23 is dope. So I'm explaining to y'all why y'all's not getting no cars back. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, that shit finna take over some lives. But you know how we do. We gotta get into it. A little bit of music just to get things started. Give me a chance to get my YouTubes straight, cause it start to go a little bit different after you go live. So I gotta take a little bit of time, you know, get it together. And in the meanwhile, let me see. I throw something on for y'all. Yeah, man. Friday always a good day. Always. I just throw one of my instrumentals on for y'all. Because we just gonna chill, and like I started a little bit late, so I'm gonna try not to take too much time. You know, standard disclaimer. But yeah, that's what's going on. MacWorld, let's go. Keep it nice and short and sweet for y'all today. You know what I mean? So yeah, we gonna get into these topics this Friday. I don't want to hold y'all up too much. How y'all doing on this lovely day? Yeah, so if you didn't hear, if your head been stuck under a rock, you know what I'm saying? You don't never leave the block, you know, or you just, you know, part of the plantation flock. Then, you know, you don't know what's going on. Queen Elizabeth died, you know, RIP, like I say, standard RIP. Shit on dark mode, but it's not on dark mode. I don't like that shit. You got light it? All right, cool. So Queen Elizabeth died, right? And I've been seeing a lot of people, you know, having controversial opinions, you know. You say RIP and so on and so forth. It's just standard. It's standard out of respect. But, you know, I was looking a little deeper, especially because I looked at a couple people's different opinions about the situation. And everybody was not on one accord about the virtues of Queen Elizabeth II. You know what I mean? I'ma just put it like that, right? I ain't gonna say like, oh, she a bad person or nothing like that. But definitely, yeah, Queen Elizabeth had her background though. You know, everybody got, you could say everybody kind of got skeletons in their closet, whatever, so on and so forth. Everybody got their skeletons in their closet. I just think that it just so happened that like rich people just happen to have a lot more of them you know what I mean? It just so happened to like rich people happen to have a lot more skeletons in their closet. And it's not only that, it's the fact that you got to think about a nigga can't afford a skeleton, damn it. You know what I'm saying? You might not even have a closet. And what I mean by that is, in order to get away with shit, you got to be able to get away with you got to have something to get away with, right? So think about it like this. You can't be a hoarder unless you got enough money to buy stuff to hoard. You know what I'm saying? You can't cover up a crime unless you even got the tools and the capacity to do a crime or anything like that and then get people to cover it up. So I never looked at that as why people always looked at it like money. The people with money are the good people and like poor people are the bad people. I could have swore Jesus wears some sandals and a rag. He ain't got a 3-piece suit.
Hell the fuck no.
So like, why we ain't, you know, what happened to the concept of the poor righteous teacher? You know what I'm saying? We always following who got the money nowadays or whatever. But like I said, a lot of people with money, man, they could get away with more. They regular people. But you know, they do the things that we do. And they could get away with it, you know. They might do something. I know I've been knowing a few celebrities. I know at least 2 or 3 celebrities that have killed people. Killed, like traffic. Oh, matter of fact, what's his name? What's his name? Her name? Whatever she want to call herself.
Come on, man. Knock that shit out, man.
Caitlyn Jenner, you know, right before she ran for president. Or was running for whatever office she called herself running for at that time, going all Trumpy and all that. Dude had just killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? Had hit somebody in a car accident. But some people have so much money that, I mean, it never really come down on them. You know what I mean? The shit never really comes down on them like that. So it ain't nothing that they really gonna have to worry about. I'm not putting none of that on her, but I am saying that they had some ties. Let me show y'all this. If y'all ain't familiar, this is a show called Infographics. And it's gonna tell y'all a little bit about the royal family. 2 Guns checking in the building. What's going on with your pimping? Always come in with the 5th. So yeah, I'm gonna start this for y'all. And It's about 9 minutes, so I'm gonna kind of skim through it a little bit, but for the most part, it's just a little bit of background on the royal family, and you know, they ties with one of the most heinous dictators in history. And it's just to let y'all know, man, before y'all jump on the bandwagon, just thinking like, oh man, this person like this, man, Rosie can't handle no weed. She over here coughing and shit, little baby ass lungs. So let me shut up. So let me let y'all see. Let me let y'all check this out right now. I'm gonna let y'all see a little bit of this, a little bit of informative. Shout out to Infographics. Yeah, let's go.
The year is 1936. World War II looms on the horizon. Edward VIII becomes King of England, and 11 months later abdicates the throne. The very next year, this member of the British royal family meets with a newly appointed German Chancellor, Adolf Hitler. Declassified evidence now suggests that Edward VIII might have been closer to members of the Nazi Party than we ever realized. Under the best of circumstances, a duke spending time with Hitler and other Nazi officials is not something the British government would want the world to know about. The fact that a former king and then Duke of Windsor was in communication with Nazis just before World War II would have been devastating. So British and other Allied leaders did the only thing they could. They buried the truth. Until now. We know without a doubt that a meeting between Edward VIII and Adolf Hitler occurred on October 20.
You hear what they said? They said they did what they always do. They buried the truth. That's why, yep, or whitewashed it, another way to look at it. And that's why y'all know, y'all been seeing them talking about woke this, woke that. Do y'all remember we been saying woke and talking about stuff being woke or motherfucker being woke for some years and shit? You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Knock that shit off, man.
But y'all know when they latched on to it, right?
Yeah.
When that movie Get Out came out and they had that song by Childish Gambino at the beginning, and you would go to the theater and all the black folks be like, cause it was when I went in there, we was all stay woke, niggas creep, and the white people was like, oh, what's going on? They ain't know what was going on. Then they looked into the song, they looked into the word woke, and they decided, see, anything that go against the plantation, you know, that plantation mindset, they gonna vilify that shit. So you would think being woke, now this is what's so funny, our idea of woke, really, they hijacked that shit. And you know what they call it? They call it the awakening. Like, it's so funny, they take, and I learned this, like even the swastika, the Nazi symbol, they took from Buddhists and inverted it. Like what they do in these countercultures and right-wing cultures and stuff like that, and when they trying to usurp a movement or counter a movement, they adapt the movement and try to warp it, the symbols and all that, right? So they see us talking about being woke and the implications of it, like, man, especially with a movie like Get Out, where it's like, you know, it got a lot to do with like how the white obsession with like black bodies and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, and black physicality and just using black people for nothing more than their bodies, you know what I mean? And you couple that with something talking about like stay woke and people waking up, hell no. Nah. That's all you hear now in the news, the woke mob. You be hearing about the woke mob. You see who attacked the Capitol and shit? A real fucking mob. They had pitchforks. They even put gallows out there and shit.
Come on, man. Knock that shit off, man.
And they talking about the woke mob. What do the woke mob be coming with? You know what I'm saying? I tell you what the woke mob come with, too much fucking knowledge of self. That's what they coming with. You know too much about yourself, they can't sell you on some shit. You know what I'm saying? I tell you about on the side, and I'll tell you about an interesting argument I had with somebody from the mayonnaise mafia and shit, right? He was trying to tell me like everywhere where black people are at they're all terrible neighborhoods. They always, wherever they go, there's always crime. I said, get the fuck out of here. I said, what about Baldwin Hills? I said, what about, how do you explain Baldwin Hills? What is Baldwin Hills? I'm like, that's the black Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what about, I start naming all these different affluent communities with black people, at least like 10 different ones. He didn't know nothing about them. But he started bringing up some other shit. I'm like, wait. Nah, go back. You just told me everywhere where black people live at is all bad. And it's because of the people. So how do we got all these affluent neighborhoods then? You don't want to address that shit. And I'm telling you about it. You make it seem like you all facts over feelings. Bro, I'm giving your racist ass some facts. I'm giving you some facts. These are real places. You know what I mean? Like, these are facts. Why are you trying to argue with me about this? If you was really not like, I'm not racist, I'm just speaking the facts. Okay, then you would accept these facts. That is some nice ass, nice affluent black neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? All down in Atlanta and South Carolina and all on the West Coast and all over the place. You know what I mean? But it's like he didn't want to accept it and he started talking about something else. And then so I'm like, I had to ask him, I'm like, so is the thing really that, and I asked him like this, like I was this man counselor, and he blocked me after this. I said, man, is the thing really that you just need me to feel bad in order for you to feel good? I'm like, just, you could be honest with me, bro. I said, it's just me and you, man. You could tell me the truth, man. Cause I'm not just gonna believe some bullshit about myself. And if I'm telling you something else, I'm educating you about me. You don't want to believe it. Like, what do you want from me then? If you don't want me to believe the truth, what do you? What is it that? Think about that. Why you wasting your time on me? What do you want from me, really? And like, man, fuck you, dude. Like, he couldn't take it. I broke him down and shit. Like, he needed me to feel bad about my culture and about myself and shit. And I just told him like, nah, I can't do it. Especially because like my African side of my family, man, they got that money, man. They got that guala. They got that Gowala. So I can't be feeling down, man. I done seen too many good things. I done seen people go from rags to riches. I done seen black folks with the odds against them, man, overcome. You know what I mean? Some wonderful things. So it's deeper than just a dollar amount or where we was at today. You know what I mean? So that's just a side note about all the woke attacking and all that. Oh, woke this, woke that. And when I hear a black person talking about some woke this and some wokeness, I know that they, and like talking bad about it, I know that they adopting the racist version of woke, like the racist definition of it and shit. And I immediately discard their opinion and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta keep the truth airtight. You gotta keep your circle airtight. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the good shit out. Don't let the bullshit in. Shout out to Doug G. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so stay woke. Whatever regardless of what these motherfuckers tell you out here, stay woke.
22nd, 1937. But what did they talk about? And was this member of the royal family a Nazi sympathizer? Edward was no longer king when he met with Hitler. Instead, he was the Duke of Windsor. He remained in the public spotlight as a member of the royal family along with his wife, the Duchess of Windsor, Wallis Simpson. Although no longer king, Edward still had connections and influence in certain aspects of British society. As World War II was all but inevitable, the leadership of Britain was rightfully nervous that one of the members of the royal family was becoming a little too close to the dictator of Germany. Edward and his American wife, whom he abdicated the throne to marry, were welcomed with open arms by the Fuhrer and his supporters. There was most likely talk within the Nazi Party about building a relationship with the Duke. This connection might have served them well down the road, and as more and more evidence is coming to light, it seems that Hitler not only wanted to build a relationship with Edward VIII, but might have had plans of reinstating him as a puppet king of England if Germany defeated Britain in the coming war. Once Edward and Wallis arrived in Germany, the Nazis rolled out the red carpet. They were treated to lavish parties and had dinners with the heads of the Nazi Party, including Hermann Göring and Joseph Goebbels. But the highlight of their visit was meeting the Fuhrer himself. Edward and his wife were driven to Adolf Hitler's country home in the Bavarian Alps named Berghof. Once at the estate, the Duke and Duchess of Windsor and Nazi leaders.
So as y'all see, the royal family, we're not just talking about like, you know, oh, they met up with him and all that. Like, no, they go back. They go back with him. You know what I mean? So if you don't know, now you know, brother. Cause yeah, a lot of people don't know that. They just be on some you know, RIP and all that. Like, make sure you know who you out here rooting for and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna jump forward a little bit to more current. I got a little bit more current. Let me see. Cause it's a lot. I'm gonna just go like halfway through the video and we gonna go from there.
Surveillance was placed on Edward VIII. The government felt he was a huge liability that needed to be dealt with. It was actually Winston Churchill who took serious action to make sure that the Duke of Windsor did not become more of a problem than he already was. While under surveillance, Edward's telegrams and cables to Nazi Party members were recorded and kept classified. Churchill and other members of the British government did not want the world to learn about the Duke's connection with the Nazis for obvious reasons. In fact, Prime Minister Churchill was so concerned about what Edward might do that he asked him to become governor of the Bahamas. This would mean that Edward would be forced to leave Europe. It was 1940 and World War II had begun. Edward did not want to leave Europe, so he reminded Churchill of the status of the army and how he should remain on the continent to help with the war effort. Churchill was not amused and clearly did not trust the Duke. So he sent him a telegram stating that even major generals could be court-martialed.
Looked like King Edward was Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? Somebody with political power that you know is working with outside countries and stuff like that, but they tied into all the banking systems and everything, and like they family got power and stuff, so it's hard to just do like you would do, you know what I'm saying? Like with a regular criminal. What up, Fresh? He said he came in a little tardy and shit. You funny as hell, brother. But nah, so they can't just do him like that. They King Edward, that's like they Donald Trump and shit. That's from what it sounds like.
Edward VIII was eventually persuaded, or forced, to agree to Churchill's terms. It is unclear how, but the Nazis found out that Edward was being shipped across the Atlantic. It seems as if they were reluctant to lose their connection to the British royalty. When secret German documents were later found, they contained a plan called Operation Willy. At the time, Edward and his wife were in Nazi-controlled Paris. They fled to Spain and then to Portugal, which was still neutral. However, this did not stop German Foreign Minister Joachim von Ribbentrop from ordering local Nazi dignitaries to seek out and meet with the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. In the documents later recovered by Allied forces, the Nazis had noted that Edward voiced his displeasure with the royal family, the British government, and Winston Churchill. The Nazis may have thought this meant it was time to recruit the Duke as an ally. It seems Edward intended.
Hey, who that sound like? Who do that sound like right now? Look at it. With the suit on and everything and shit. But no, everything they saying, who do that sound like they could be talking about right now? Who doing the same shit right now? You know what I mean? Like, this shit crazy. History repeat, man. If you don't learn from it, all history do is just repeat. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Come on, man. Knock that shit off, man.
Edward.
To go to the Bahamas even after meeting with Nazi officials, so Ribbentrop fed the Duke of Windsor false information that he was being targeted by British operatives that were planning to assassinate him. The Germans encouraged the royal couple to come back to Spain, where the Nazis could protect them, and if they helped with the war effort, Edward would be placed on the throne of Britain once again. He would only be a puppet king, but it was one way the Nazis tried to entice the Duke. Although this is not the course history took, it's interesting to note that Edward did not inform British authorities of the conversations he had with Nazi officials. Instead, they had to...
Hey, coincidence. What y'all see? You see what he holding in his hand right there? What is that? This is too good, man. I love infographics, dude, but the coincidence is too good. Do y'all see this? You see what he holding in his hand, that envelope? You see what it say on it? Like, bro, we really got a real live spy right now doing the exact... Man, look, go back. I'm gonna end it, matter of fact, on this topic right here, because I'm gonna keep going on about it and shit. But go back and watch this again, and then just turn on your news right now. Look at what they found out was going on back then in quote unquote hindsight. You know what I'm saying? And look at what's going on right now in our current time with our government and a certain individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Fresh said, top secret, baby. Man, bumbling spy, and that's the thing. See this. Okay, Fresh, he used the term bumbling spy. Let me tell you something that's funny about him saying that. that's always the biggest from what I've known, you know, from reading like criminology and things like that, and just different things about like espionage and counterintelligence and, you know, MI3 and the CIA and stuff like that, and all the different black sites and just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't start watching me. Whoever I know about be looking into this shit. But from what I know about that, one of the biggest things about like recruiting a spy or like flipping somebody to like, you know, become a spy or quote unquote like double agent, especially like a regular citizen or something like that. You kind of gotta find somebody that's gullible enough for you to flip them, but also smart enough to do the shit that you need them to do. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, you have a bumbling ass spy and shit, you know? I'm pretty sure the cops go through it with like informants and shit like that. Like, man, they got somebody that it was easy to flip and to get to wear the wire, but now dude is a bad actor and shit. And like, you know what I'm saying? He was just really just a regular ass crackhead or whatever that they tried to bump him up to a super spy, and now, like, dog, dropping his gadget. He done sold his gadgets and shit for $5. They done gave this dope fiend spy like the latest, like a super laser pen and shit. Now it's like little niggas up the block playing with it, putting each other eyes out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's going on. So that was a good analogy right there. You know, a good little a good 2K live. I had to put it up about the bumbling spy and shit. I had to bring it home. Nah, but yeah. So that's what's going on, man. And it's looking like somebody, like I said, right now is a bumbling ass spy, man. We just gonna call it what it is. Hey, so you know. But on to the, let me see how this thing gonna do. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So on to my next topic, dude. I'm gonna show y'all something bogus right now. I always had these conversations with people. Like I gotta, it's a white girl I know. Don't say go mad gadget. Dog, you need to be on here, bro. I promise you too funny, G. But so, not this white girl right here. She been exonerated for today, so we ain't talking about her. But another white girl I know, right? She is a good friend of mine, and she always say this thing that get on my motherfucking nerves, though. And I always wonder, why do she say that, or what do that mean? But then again, I know what it mean. You know what I mean? But she be like, she like Serbian or whatever. And every once in a while, you know, she'll always be like, and yeah, she got a little body on her. She like black guys and stuff like that, right? But every once in a while, she be like, yeah, in Serbia, we were slaves too, motherfucker. Like she'll say some shit like that, like it's the slavery Olympics and shit, right? And it always tripped me out when she say that, because for one, I be wanting to ask her like, man, what the hell you know about Serbian slavery? And then I be wanting to say too, like, a Serbian over here right now in 2022 is a white person. You know what I'm saying?
Hell, fuck no. Oh, man, knock that shit out, man.
So don't act like you over here just persecuted. However, on the other hand, us black people, we are still living in the country that we were enslaved in. We still here. It happened right here. We got freed right here. We still living right here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no, folks, we want to bring up ancient Egypt or something about the Irish or something like that. Like, we in America right now. If we was in Ireland and it was under English rule and we was talking about some Irish slaves, okay, but no, we black people in America right now, where we was enslaved, then went through Jim Crow, segregation and all that, and everything that came after slavery, you know what I mean? And we still right here in the country. You can't say that about nobody else. And on that same note, that's what the difference is, this, right? My bad, my mic was muted. I said the difference is this. Look at this woman right here, this black woman. This is what they do to us. If y'all see what it say at the bottom, shout out to Rashad Richie. Check his channel out. He always be making the face like he fed up. Hold on, let me show y'all the face he making. Look at the face he making. Rashad Richie fed up. He be fed up with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But that's my dude though. He funny as hell, and he get into some real shit. So y'all see what it said at the bottom. Black activist, 4 years for talking back to cops. Say it ain't so. You probably thinking like, yeah, right. Check the story out.
What if I said to you, a black pregnant activist was given multiple years in prison for simply saying something that the police did not like? You would say, no way, not possible. Yep, got the proof right here. Let's put up a picture full mask. This is Brittany Martin. Miss Brittany Martin, earlier this year.
Oh, my bad, y'all. It's probably double feedbacking because I ain't mute my mic. I sorry. But nah. So I was gonna mute it anyway so I could say this. So look at the lady and shit, right? Black woman, you know, dark skinned black woman, you know, dreads, you know. I'm saying, like, you ain't gonna in this country where we live in, all that make a difference. It's still places, and they gonna tell you that. Later in here, I'm gonna let y'all get to it, but she in a place right now where it's still controversial, her wearing her natural hair like that. They gonna say later, they threw her in the hole for not cutting her hair. Come on now, you can't tell me that that everything all equal. And the fact that slavery is over mean that the attitudes and everything that come behind it just disappeared. They still trying to do us like, you know what I mean? Like, we just could be giving shit, taking shit away, you know what I'm saying? And all that, and up until including our hair and our goddamn freedom. Shit, they try to take both from her. Let's go.
Who is a South Carolina mom and activist, was sentenced to 4 years in prison over comments she made to police during a 2020 Black Lives Matter protest. Martin currently served almost 4 months in prison since May. Meanwhile, she's due to give birth in November. So let's give you the background. Advocates.
Shit's sad, man. You get locked up. You supposed to be a threat, an aggravated threat to the police. But you a pregnant woman. You know what I'm saying? And if she been locked up for 4 months and she close to giving birth, then she had to be some months pregnant. You know what I mean? Like prior to her getting locked up and shit like that. So that's crazy, man. That shit is.
Come on, man. Knock that shit out, man.
It's fucked up, you know. But like they say, this is America. This is America. Stay woke. Stay woke.
And Martin's legal team are currently fighting for her to be released or at least receive a lesser sentence, citing the toll of prison on her pregnancy and the fact that she should not have been in prison in the first place. And I concur with the facts and their conclusion. She's in jail because she talked in America. That's what Sybil Rosada, Martin's trial attorney, told the AP. She's a dark-skinned black woman who is unapologetically black and radical. You know who else they called radical? Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. They called him a communist, liberal, radical. Is this starting to sound familiar?
They try to say, you know, like you said, my bad, y'all. This my OBS doing doing the goof. But no, like they try to say that Martin Luther King was radical, right? Like he said, but then like that's their favorite person to quote nowadays and shit. They always quoting Dr. King. You know what I'm saying? So that just go to show you, man. They want to weaponize the togetherness all that, the equality, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say stay woke, you know?
Come on, man. Knock that shit off, man.
Because it's deep. It get deeper than just the surface, you know? Look how now that Martin Luther King gone, and he was a leader, he was a church leader. They said he was a radical communist. You know what I mean? All that stuff. And now they like to quote him like, oh, okay. You know, Dr. King wanted us all to be together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at, man. So, yeah, definitely stay woke. Yeah.
There's more. As of July, Ms. Martin has reportedly lost 12 pounds while incarcerated. Remember, she's pregnant. She's been taken to the hospital 8 times due to complications with her pregnancy, twice transported via ambulance. Martin told the AP her body just can't get comfortable with the baby while in prison, where she's also faced regular threats to her physical safety and wellness. You know, when conservatives tell you they give a damn about the unborn, they're lying. This is a woman who's pregnant. They trumped up charges. They used a loophole in the criminal justice system in order to severely sentence her to these years. And now I'm going to give you the background to that. Miscarriage of justice 100%. Martin told the outlet she's been harassed by prison guards and physically attacked by other incarcerated people.
Now, keep in mind, they using loopholes. That's how I said this the other day. The law and the legal system is just Play-Doh for rich people. Cause they could use it. They use it to just play with. They could play with that shit, right? So if they want to, they could use the law in order to trump up a sentence for somebody that they want to. Or they could use the law like they doing right now for a certain individual to hide anything and everything this person do. You know what I mean? So don't just think it's like, oh, the rule of law, and don't think when they say, oh, they back the blue and all that, the same back the blue people talk about getting rid of the FBI. But I said this is what's gonna happen. The fact that the back the blue people want to get rid of the FBI and are the same people that target the FBI just let you know how radical the police is. They're gonna end up disbanding the police and taking them over. It's just gonna be one big federal police force. I guarantee you within the next 5 years. As they uncover how many police is part of radical movements and how many of them are behind these girls coming up missing and all that type of stuff, and a lot of this human trafficking, man, they're gonna have to, it's gonna be too much to try to even keep them functioning. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get rid of them. They're gonna make it all federal police force. Every local, all these local jurisdictions and stuff like that, nah, they finna be gone. Mark my words. You heard that shit here first. MacWorld Media. I ain't psychic or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's how cold this mind is right here. Mark my words. And just, yeah, it's gonna be federal police force in the next 10 years. Watch. But yeah, and it's for the reason like this, man, because they abuse their power and shit.
Rosada, the attorney, said she saw Martin with scratches on her face and a bloody eye during a recent visit. Martin's also repeatedly been put in solitary confinement and sent to detention over alleged disobedience to prison guards, and once for not cutting her dreadlocks, which Rosada, the attorney, points out stems from a racially biased grooming policy. So let's talk about the case. See, the case raises significant concern about how
So I'm gonna read what it say, right? Let me move my picture. I'm moving my picture out the way. Hold on. Hold on. All right, so it say, a jury acquitted Martin of a charge of inciting a riot and only found her guilty of breaching the peace, which itself is punishable by no more than a $500 fine and 30 days in jail. The jury also never reached a verdict on whether Martin threatened the officers' lives. Yet, because prosecutors said Martin had breached the peace in a high and quote unquote high and aggravated manner, and quote unquote high and aggravated crimes carry up to 10 years in prison, even though she had a crime that give you a fine, a 30 or at the most 30 days in jail, they added the little aggravation, which is just like sprinkling a little racism on top. You know what I mean? And that's 10 extra years mandatory. So it say Martin was sentenced to 4 years off a crime that at the most she could have paid a fine for, got 30 days. Come on now. This the just us system. This the just us system. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that shit is disgusting, man. But yeah, I had to show y'all that though. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. It's crazy how it happened like that. And yeah, this is America. And it's modern day. This ain't back in the past. That ain't, the potato farmers were slaves. No, this is us here now. This is something you go to, you an activist, you pregnant, you a mother, all that, everything. They'll still throw you in jail, throw your life away like it ain't nothing. Years out of your life just behind bars. Oh, you got a kid coming, so what? Lock the mother and the kid up. Bogus, man, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Come on, man, knock that shit off, man.
Definitely get one of them. And yeah, we gonna round it out with this last topic because I'm reaching at 2 o'clock. I'm already past 2. And yeah, just want to end the note on something fun for the weekend. It get a little heavy a bit because it's crazy shit going on. So I want to make sure I cover that shit. But we gonna end it with something good though. Y'all playing that 2K, right? Man, listen, that shit is dope. I'm playing NBA 2K23 right now on PS5. Ray tracing, you know what I'm saying, full 4K, all that shit, you feel me? And that shit is going all the way down. Yeah, definitely, if you ain't playing that, it's almost like an RPG this year. I like all the different stuff they did to it to change it up, and it's funny because I've been seeing the memes like, when we have something like that, it reach a cultural point. It reach a point to where and they even said it in the game. They was like, it's like tied in with the culture at this point, 2K and all that. I mean, obviously if you play 2K, it ain't nothing but like rap music, and you start out your story, it's usually it's like a rags to riches story. But I peeped this year, they changed it from being a rags to riches story to kind of like a general kind of entrepreneurship story. And then we all got a white girlfriend, man. We all got this. And she a weak ass white chick too. She ain't even like the ones that, you would see a basketball player with. They gave us like some Gwyneth Paltrow type ass girlfriend and shit. Let me see if I could. I'm finna show y'all the girl. She was in the thumbnail. I'm finna show y'all our white girlfriend. This the white girl that took y'all boyfriends. That's finna take all y'all's boyfriends for the whole fall. Cause you ain't finna get no calls back. You ain't finna get no text back. Everybody finna be immersed in that 2K for real. So I'm finna show y'all who took y'all man. It's funny, I'm just talking shit, but why they had to give us the weak ass girlfriend though, man? I wanted a baddie. But she still took y'all man. Hollywood Shuffle, that was my main.
I mean,
my main,
man. But like, life is good right now. Like,
hey, and you know what else I noticed too?
Brilliant, talented girlfriend who doubles as my business manager.
This is my guy channel, so he got some little. He probably says some little commentary. But so check it out, right? He like my brilliant, talented girlfriend. And his best friend, that's his best friend, the black dude, right? the person up in the corner is who playing the game, right? So this is his player that he made, the dude in the brown shirt. But in my game, it's a dude I made, a black dude, right? But now when I see this, it made me trip even more because our voices sound the same. So no matter what type of dudes you pick or nothing, they got the same voice. So that mean that this just to add water, generic, like in general, how they think anybody could sound and shit. And so that's the standard voice. And so this the standard, I guess what the standard girlfriend they figure we would have. Like it's crazy. My dude got this exact same voice as this dude right here, even though they look completely different. My dude got dreadlocks and he my color, but he was like this. I got a brilliant, talented girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? That shit look real, don't it? That's what I'm saying, man. This game cold. This shit cold. I'm gonna go from like right here. So y'all can hear dude voice and y'all could just, but I don't, and then one thing I hate, bantery ass games. They had some little banter back and forth on here. I was like,
Come on, man, knock that shit out, man. Hell the fuck no.
but you know, they gotta try and add some little comedy and dialogue. But yeah, look at this girl, man. Look, this is our girlfriend, bro. This is we going to the lead. And this is our girlfriend right here. I know we gonna get the option to dump our girlfriend. We better get the option to dump our girlfriend. Let's go. Let's look at what you got to say real fast. And then I'm gonna wrap this thing up.
Shout out, JJ.
Honestly, I thought it was gonna be way worse than that.
Yo, yo, yo! How my two favorite lovebirds doing?
We're okay.
Y'all check out that Top Takes Daily segment. All right, look, man. Come on. I mean, it's no surprises, right?
No surprise.
Like, we knew once those clowns booed you on draft night that they were going to try and make a story out of this.
I mean, it's mostly funny to me at this point.
Mostly.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to be booed by fans, but like, life is good right now. Like, I got a beautiful, brilliant, talented girlfriend who doubles as my business manager and up-and-coming agent.
I'm established.
Running a boutique agency whose sole purpose is to make the most out of my NBA career? Come on. Yo, where's Ashley, by the way? Like, we should be talking some PR on this.
We should.
Yeah, nah, she had to take her dog to the vet. But, I mean, just a routine checkup, all right? So she'll be in later.
Good.
All right. But yeah, man, you know, like I was saying, you know, like, I'm just going through some adversity right now. And that's it. You know, like,
We're good.
This is just another challenge for me to learn and grow from.
Exactly.
Man, that is...
I wish y'all could see this same scene with just a whole different person, a whole different player, but sounding exactly the same, so you could get kind of the point I'm making about just the standard generic, like, voice they got you using, like your standard girlfriend, your cookie cutter black friend or whatever. And dude came in with the yo, yo, yo. Ah, this shit funny, but hey, 2K is funny as hell, man. So when y'all want to know why you ain't getting no calls back, man, it's because our beautiful, brilliant, talented girlfriend and our generic ass best friend, you know what I'm saying? But on that note, we'll go ahead and get up out of here. It's 2:10. We almost rounding out to an hour. Yeah, enjoy y'all weekend. Starting like I'm gonna go live next week. And then starting like the week after that, I'm gonna start doing some more edited videos. So I still do MacWorld live, but I'm gonna have some more edited videos on different topics too, where I could get into a topic and kind of, you know, give it some more nuance and everything like that, and cut away to the footage and, you know, just show y'all a little bit of my editing skills and shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, everybody enjoy y'all weekend. Shout out to Mac Buddy Game, and shout out to May Fresh Daily. Shout out to my homeboy too. Shout out to Below the Belt Boxing, the broadcast. Man, everybody putting in work, man. We out here trying to make these things happen. Yeah, and y'all just enjoy y'all weekend, man. It's Friday, so I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. I'm gonna see y'all on Monday. And yep, that's it for this one. Later.